Oh, they drew a burn spell? Well, listen, I think they might really regret this choice on the next turn. And you know what? I won't regret it. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are playing the highest win rate and by far the most popular version of Oars of Livegain in Standard. And this is the deck you play when you don't want to lose to aggro. Of course, the synergist is 1-drops that Livegain and then you go into Voice of the Blessed, Amalia, this kind of stuff, and they get insane value out of the Livegain. With Extraction Specialists you can get them back, so they are very resilient, and Poisoner is your removal that synergizes with the deck very nicely. So the deck absolutely seems to be destroying aggro decks, so that's already good enough to hook me in. Hopefully it will be the same for you. So let's go into games, and the stats will be interesting, especially in one regard, so I think you will like them in the outro. So have fun guys and enjoy. And goes first. We take this hand, it's pretty decent. I like Path of Perils, man. Beach of Persistence. And we can have double white on the next turn. That we'll see. It's a little bit sad that we didn't get our thing. Let's go for this one and lose it on the end step. Wow. Well, okay, I did not expect this. I was sure he has Lightning Strike or play with fire. That's pretty huge. I actually hope for Godric, because then my Voice of the Blessed goes through. It's sad that we don't have this 1-mana enchantment. That was super important. You know what? Honestly, it's even better than the Godric, I think. Man. You know, it's not the worst for our opponent. He definitely has a nice situation overall, but I will still take it, man. I will still take it. Like, every point of extra toughness you get is so huge. And I'm not attacking. Right now, we threaten to block basically the whole board, so let's see what the tricks are. Forge. I mean, I can tank Forge for a long time. So they're playing anti-control version, but I'm not a control. You want to attack, bro? Really? Alright. I guess it works. I definitely need this guy alive, so unfortunately we need to kill this. Let's go. Well, Frenzy definitely hurt. That was our main creature. I would love to draw something now, but you know, we'll see. I can tank a lot, but I need time for it. And with this tempo play, I might be too behind. You know, 1 mana, deal 5 damage, seems pretty good. But what can you do, man? What can you do? I also don't really have good targets, right? Next turn is Aclazotz, probably. Alright, so I think we know. We have to play like this. I could kill Squee. But then what? Then we do nothing. So I think it's better to just go this route. We only live gain 1, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But what can you do, man? What can you do? Next turn will be way better than this, but unfortunately this turn was pretty lackluster. You cannot get everything. We're at 12, but he's getting low on cards. Hung for the day. Third one. Alright, this is definitely a target for -X. And Gordy. Alright, at least we see the full hand, you know? If we don't die, and I don't think we die right now, the token will not be very good for him. You know what, let's play it. We all know what's up. I think we can survive this. So what is il-Kor? It has to trade right now, I think. Alright, so right now we are getting hit for 10-12 damage, so we are not dead, but we are close enough to being dead, I believe. So let's go, unfortunately. A lot of damage, as you can see. However, our next turn will be way better than that. Alright, we have to go for this. So, we live gain 2. That means we go this. We go this. Okay, 4 cards. And we go like this. I'm not sure if it's not right. That's what I meant. When they removed... Well, they removed... Okay, I thought that they removed 2-drop. I think they removed... Oh, Voice of the Blessed, right? That was the card. And that was a 3-3. And this was exactly what I was saying. This was the card. That was the top deck, by the way. Probably the best draw of their deck. Even Godric wouldn't be so good. And this was the card we needed the whole game right now. Is it too late? Very, very likely. So I can go up to 5 and block the token. So they deal what? 5, 6 damage. I go to 5, I go to 9. Not the worst. But is it good enough? I mean, if I don't attack, it's very hard to stabilize against Forge with this kind of tempo and even squee after we solved all the problems and they just top decked a new one. Like if they drew a Kumano, like this hole wouldn't be here and we would have an easy win. I think I have to attack still, but then they want to trade against this. No, I think we need to keep attacking, man. It's not perfect, but maybe we can tank one more turn with the food tokens or something. Oh right, it's a 4-1. I kind of forgot, man. I kind of forgot about this one. I thought it's you know, different. Don't ask me what exactly. So I can go to 1. Do we block this? That's the question. If I block it, then what is my following turn? This into this, and then attack and life gain. So this would be a 4-4. That's not the best. We can also use 3 mana here and play Voice, I guess. I think we don't block it. Founder. Man, are you serious? I tell you, man, it's boggling my mind what's on the other side. It's like a void itself. But we'll try. This one is acceptable. It's not perfect, but it's acceptable. And we're against something that is very, very red. I think because this is a tap plant, I will go with this. Then it makes their next turn a bit harder. We'll see. I hope they don't pass the turn and they don't kill it. I hope for a creature or something, but it seems that they will remove our stuff. Oh, this is what I mean. This is good. That means we are getting synergy. Oh, of course, you can attack, my friend. Enjoy the attacking power. And that already means I really want to draw a land. It can be tap land. Thank you. Just being good at magic. What can I say? Do we attack? Next turn I mean, we don't need double. You know what? I mean, we outscale them, that's the first thing. And second, it could be Godric, and they don't really want to trade Godric against this. It also means if they go Swiss, yeah, so they have Monstrous Rage. We allow it, we take a lot of damage, but it means on the next turns we have, you know, more stuff. Down to 12. Not lethal range, you know? Oh, I wish I could life gain enough. Oh, that's brutal. So I can go with the bats, but they're a little bit underwhelming, to be honest. I think I will try to hit 4 mana and double play them. I mean, at least we're good at drawing lands. I know I'm not very aggressive, but I think we won't lose the game if we are just defensive enough, you know? Frenzy. Alright, that cost them full mana, right? Next turn I want to play double bat if I can. It depends on the land. But I can play... Okay, so I can trade versus this on this turn. That's good. That solves a lot of problems. You want Frenzy for 1 mana. If you pay 2 mana, like, it's not perfect. Okay, we got the card. So, I still think we go with this, right? We used black mana for the Poisoner. And this should mess them up a little bit. And we live gain already, so we can get the value. Right, I think it's Monstrous Rage, honestly. I think this is the only card that I really care about, because it basically applies to every single creature they have. And when they don't have it, I can make normal blocks. I would like to get a single counter on this card the whole game. And now I think we can be aggressive. It feels fine right now. We have a lot of mana. If they go Godric, it's not very solid damage. And with Monstrous Rage, any non-Godric play is subpar. If they go for Scoundrel, they need Treasure Token, and then they have 1/1 that doesn't have good attacks. So I think it's pretty fine. Don't forget, Geek's Command kills most of the board, right? 4 damage. Honestly, I think we can just tank it, right? I honestly think we can tank it fully. And let's go for this one. This one can be useful, especially that we have legendaries, right? So it's actually pretty cheap. So we go 1, 3, and then remove something. That's a lot of life gain for everything. That should be a winning play already. The mana is fine. I'll take it, in case that one dies. And that's, look how much life gain we have, man. See, that's why you don't need to be aggressive, like you absolutely destroy them when you have your thing going. And we can pump it to infinity, basically. And it's just getting worse for our opponent. Another one, a 5/5. So already they cannot go through unless they have flying. And they cannot draw 2 cards, like they need 1-drop like Kumano, and then Godric, and Elant. And they have only 1 card that we don't know of. So I think the game is over. Okay, that's a good draw. But it also drains them. Not the biggest deal, but the fact that they need to spend mana. See, they make play, they realized what the play was, and they didn't like the play. Which is typical. Alright, I had to roast, alright? It will be aggro. Are you surprised? However we are with all the tap lands, well, this is insanely good draw. This is exactly the piece we needed super hard. Alright. Alright. Feldon. Have you seen this one? Kumano into Feldon on the play? Man, refreshing gameplay right there. And so this gets the full value basically, and we get the full life gain. I played it mostly because Case is 1 mana thing that really wants to be chained with like Amalia. We can even go il-Kor, right? Okay, another Kumano. Let's see, Monstrous Rage, of course. Our opponent just playing very interactive game right now. And to be honest, those virtues are pretty insanely good. Because this sets us up for the next turn like crazy. We can go this into this and we get so many triggers, man. And then we can Aclazotz. We're at 14, so it's not all, you know, bears and cuddles, but we'll try to survive, man. This is like third 3/3 creature with haste that keeps hitting my face, by the way. Like, bro, can you like chill for a little moment? That would be so appreciated. So how do we go about it? I don't want to block with Sheoldred on the next turn, so I think this is the play. They have one of the burn spells. Of course, why would you wait for... Okay, they're waiting for another creature. And now they should cast it, and they will kill il-Kor, right? That's the play. Yep, you do it. You have 1 card and 1 option. I think you can figure it out. And that's why we wouldn't block with Sheoldred. That's why we needed this play. We have land for the next turn, which is super awesome. And with extra life, we should be able to win them, most likely. Oh, they drew a burn spell? Well, listen, I think they might really regret this choice on the next turn. And you know what? I won't regret it. I will be pretty happy about it. Well, this is pretty insane. So, is it Sheoldred that wins the games, or 5-drop? Or 4-drop? This gives us instant value, right? When they attack, we already life gain. And we can block with it pretty nicely. I think this is better. We just need to go out of the burn range, and the game will be over. Sheoldred is good, but it's good 1 turn after you play. You know, you play her. Oh, what's up with this frenzy? Did you want it in your hand? Well, just mono red being mono. Don't worry, we will meet in Mythic anyway. Like, they will be there. They just need to play more games where it doesn't matter. Alright, this one will be tricky. We probably want the bat because of the lifelink, right? It protects the next creature quite nicely, and it also provides the life gain, so we can trigger instantly something. So that should be it. If they kill it, we go Extraction Specialist as well, so it's still good. Bro. Come on. Come on. And I need to endure both of the bats, because Raffine is so much worse. They didn't go for it. I think that's because we didn't respect the bat at all, so he thought that it's not relevant maybe. And oh boy, it's relevant. Is it Voice of the Blessed? I think we need lands, right? That should help. I will go with her. I'm not sure if that's the correct decision, but it's my decision and I like it, alright? I really hope I keep drawing some lands. When they start playing bats, we will be forced... It's a winning card, but it's 5 mana card and I don't have as much. And I won't get there if I keep the card, because I already have Verbet play on the next turn. Like, this will be hard game, man. I'm so happy I removed Raffine. They don't have the mana, but man, I'm not risking it. Wow. Okay, that's a weird play. Is it worth it? Right, they don't have mana for the bats as well. I kinda miss it. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go again for the same play, because it seems to be working so far. Alright, can I get lands? Thank you! Alright, I'm happy. I can die happily right now. The point is they cannot really contest our 2-drops. Yeah, he can life gain once or twice, but that's it. See, that would be 3rd mana if we gave him the Raffine. So what do we do? I mean, it could not be easier. We just win. That's how we do it. And we also get the food token on the next turn, right? Yeah, let's mark. Let's start the Doom train. Trigger. Man, the triggers are pretty insane. This is a nice card overall. I will keep it. And let's pretend we have a cut down, because it's something he needs to consider probably. 3-3 really blocked everything. Yep. And now he has all the mana, but it's too late. But I still am happy that I removed Raffine. I think this is the one card that enables the whole deck. Without Raffine, this deck wouldn't be a thing. Alright, our opponent goes first. Man, the Barrens. The Barrens are tricky. I wonder what the card is. I really want to see the top card. Okay. I will go with the Veteran. I didn't pay attention if they kept the card. So we will see. We will see. Alright. Removal ready, huh? Removal ready. So they can answer by removing the creature. That means we attack first, right? I don't think they have Smite. They're really like, you know, how do you say it? Committed to this. It will die, man. It will die so quickly. But maybe Amalia survives, and that's my gameplay. Alright. I life gained. You know what? Get Lost is not the worst. Like, this can provide quite a lot of value in the right circumstances. I think we need to hit the black land, right? I think we need to hit a land for this turn, man. Untapped. Alright, untapped. That's what I meant. Alright, not a perfect turn, unfortunately. We'll play like this then. This was our turn to shine. You know what? I'll take it. I think I need to be somewhat aggressive, because I missed the tempo game a little bit. So I need to at least get back to it. Let's suggest some lands with abilities, right? Fortress? Maybe Fortress. Double wedding announcement. So we need to outscale it, but we have Geeks command, so it's not all the worst. I mean, we have double Geeks command. I think this is the play, right? I wish we could... Okay, we got the full value. That's actually good. Alright, alright. I think we don't attack. I think we try to fight for the board a little bit, even though their creatures will grow like crazy. Demolition field, alright. That feels really weird. I mean, it feels like a sweeper, right? Show me. What was the play? Alright, Emperor. Yeah, I guess I could predict this. But we're still getting one good trade, right? So they want to kill the Veteran. Don't forget, we still have Geeks command and stuff like this, and this still grows. And at some point it will attack. It might even one-hit here. Alright, I think this one is pretty good overall. Legendary. We could also kill something. But I think it's just good enough, right? I want to hit a land. Okay, I hit a land. And we live gain again. We want to hit Emperor a little bit. And you can see that our triggers are definitely here. I don't think we need the third one. Like, it's already quite a lot of hair. And Voice of the Blessed is just here. Of course, well, do they even play a sweeper? They might. They might, but I'm not sure. It feels more like a token deck so far. Of course, they cannot really kill the specialist, right? But it has lifelink. Alright. That's one of the reasons I was a bit careful with the specialist, but yeah, in the end I don't think I made the decision that really changed this. So we can get those creatures back, right? But then we don't get the value, so I think we still go for it, right? I need to kill the preacher. That's super harsh creature right now. And let's put the counters. I mean, that means that we are winning on board. They might sacrifice the Emperor to get rid of Specialist, but this means they have empty board and 2 cards. 3 to be exact. And I hope we can beat it. Survey. Let's pay attention. They don't want Path of Peril, which is, oh my god, this is pretty strong. However, and that's the kinda cool part, but not fully. They don't know about second Geeks command, but I'm not sure if it will matter. I'm not sure if it will matter. And because of this, they are all 4/4, so Geeks command won't hit them. So what do we do? What do we do? The Eternal Wanderer is a huge pain right now. I mean, absolutely huge pain. I cannot rid of everything, and they will sacrifice this, so I still will have to attack, and then what? They keep making stuff, right? And on the next turn it will be hard for me to answer this. I mean, I get the lifelink, and I mean, I force what? I force... Well, this will be a trade because of double strike. So I will have empty board as well. That's not very good, man. That's not good at all. So I can go for what? 6 mana to get the food token. Oh man, nothing works perfectly. If we play Aclazotz, they will just +1 this. and keep attacking us for 14. If I go this, what happens? This kinda feels like the best play, to be honest. I think this is what we have to do. This turn is definitely not perfect. And we cannot attack, unfortunately. Man, the Eternal Wanderer completely caught us off guard. Like, this is the only card that matters. Alright, they're going for the Sweeper. Keeping the Phantom, probably. Alright. Alright. That means the loyalty is pretty low, and this is a flyer. So how are you going to with Kaya, of course. Alright, I think that's it. Like, I went around everything, but I cannot beat Wanderer into Kaya into Sweeper. Like, come on, man. Yeah, like, we cannot beat so much value. Man, Kaya, even on top of everything, well, this is not a very good hand. Maybe the Poisoner will turn it around. And, you know, we still have some cardos. We have also a lot of tap lands. I think we go double Veteran. So we start with the Fortress, then Plains, and double Veteran. Well, enjoy. Enjoy your main deck duress after Mulligan. Oh, it's so bad for him. I honestly think now we play like this. This is some kind of control deck then. Most likely, I think. Are you a control deck with man, I have no idea. An exile effect. Alright. However, we are still pretty good at Magic. So we will play double Veteran after the one was killed. Let's see if they can Path of Peril. We still get the creatures then, right? Underdog, alright. This is a weird deck. Yeah, exactly my thought. We absolutely punished him for playing main deck duress, that's for sure. Right, we are going first, because we are an aggro deck, so it makes sense. Let's play the Oars of Mana, our only source for white. And I think we play the Pilgrim, right? That makes most sense, I believe. Enters. Okay, so we gain life. I need to learn, or I don't want to mess it up. Death Touch, I wonder if it makes him remove it, of course. However, it's a good situation, honestly. I, of course, would prefer to not lose it. Still, this gives us... So which one we want? I honestly think this is the one. It's both are 2/2 basically, but this one has a ward, so it's a little bit better this way. Still, he paid 2 mana for this, so it slows him down quite a bit. Probably a Wicked Roar, but he also needs Monstrous Rage on top of it. And he has it, because he's a very good player. They can save it then, right? So we need to take this damage, unfortunately. Because they can save every creature. And they kinda don't want to lose the tempo, so they will still play it, right? So on the next turn we get kinda another chance, in a way. And Shelly, go. You need to save us from the onslaught of playing 3 cards in a row. Let's see. If they have Frenzy, they win. If they don't have Frenzy, they lose. So, you know, the classic MTG skill check. Godric. With no... Oh... Really? Exactly. So, he didn't have the card, so he lost. Well, so I absolutely outplayed my opponent by making him not draw the card. Right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the aggro onslaught, because oh boy, we destroyed a lot of them in so many cool different ways. When usually you win with Sheoldred because they cannot answer it, but with this deck you have like mini Sheoldreds, Voice of the Blessed, Amalia, especially those. And the point is that with the life gain that you get from those cards, and even the Sadistic Pilgrim, even the Specialist, even the Poisoner, like you get so much more time to set up. You have seen that in some of the games we lost a lot of tempo to like 1 mana Frenzy, and we really need to keep the creature and we're on the draw. With this deck you get this extra time that is enough to set up the Sheoldred they cannot answer, or Geek's Command that beats the whole board. So if you are seeing a lot of mono red, especially, and also Boros, I think, but I've been playing more with mono red today, not sure why. I think this deck should absolutely perform for you. However, the other side, that's the usual, you know. This deck seems to have really bad matchup against control decks, and I have checked the stats, and it seems that it's way above average at killing aggro decks, and it's way below average at killing control decks. You still can win, but let's be honest, one Sunfall and you have kinda nothing. You don't have Cardo with this deck. It's just about your initial creatures, and exile effects hurt twice because the specialist cannot get the creature back. So it's a trade-off. As usually in Magic, if you want to focus one of the decks, it will be at the expense of the other decks, but oh boy, this one targets mono red very nicely. It has above, 50% win rate. It's the highest win rate version. I believe it has 55.7, something like it. And it's funny because in my games I have 58% win rate, so we went so close to the average stats, it's crazy. And I mean, you guys kinda know the drill by now, right? There are not many new cards in this one, so it will be light on the wild cards, and oh boy, it gets the job done. I think we can all appreciate, decks that destroy aggro in standard. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it for today. I really want to, say thank you, as always, for you being here daily, for just, subscribing, liking the videos, sharing, and just being cool in the comments. Like, it makes all the difference for every creator, I believe. At least for me, it does. So, thank you, and see you tomorrow.